Morning, beautiful souls. Welcome back to your daily divine messages from Spirit. I want to just quickly hop on and share with you a beautiful reading that came through last night before bed, just to tap into my divine collective energy. So I wanted to explain a little bit here. You can see that we have a new additional deck. This is the beautiful Akashic Star Child Tarot, and it is this is going to be the messages from Spirit. We have the messages from the collective, for the collective, and then the masculine energy and the feminine energy. And of course, we have beyond Lemuria and the 4 agreements. So more cards from Spirit actually came out, which I'll explain a little bit more of. But the most important that was here, and I'll even spread it out like this so you can see it. So the first thing that I noticed, the way that I pulled it was from right to left. However, if you look at it from left to right, the top of this deck here, I loved keeping this: cultivate faith, be impeccable with your word. We have to remember today and for the days to come that this journey, the journey that we're on, the journey that is being prepared for us, equipped for us, called for us as star seeds, is that we are having to balance and battle a lot of energies. And that's why, as star seeds, indigo children, as we awaken the third eye within the collective, cultivate faith. You see how faith is also coming through this third eye. This flower, this lotus or rose flower is being grown out of the third eye, just as in the starseed elemental. Cultivate faith, knowing that we are capable of transcending all the energies that come through. The solar eclipse portal was very big, was very beautiful, and I think it awakened a lot within us as humans, recognizing that there's so much more than just our humanness. And what's happening is that this portal of the solar eclipse, new moon, and as we go into the full moon in Scorpio next week, our heart chakra is completely activated. This was at the bottom and the top of the deck of Lemuria, which means our heart chakra, we are unfurling back to love and into our ecstatic bliss. And I think that's so beautiful, with recognizing that we are coming into, you see the teardrops? We are probably, most of us, if not just, I know it's not just me, but if you are finding yourself purging, if you're finding yourself crying, if you're finding yourself, releasing a lot of tears, that is good. Let it come through, because you have to purge to merge. That is my mantra for this season right now, especially as we're in Mercury retrograde still till the 25th. We're about to go into have a beautiful Uranus-Jupiter conjunction on the 20th or 21st, depending on where you're at. And that means that our heart chakra is completely wide open, breaking open, clearing from all the toxicities. Crying helps release the toxicities so we can merge into our back to love and into our ecstatic bliss. Because what Spirit says, we are building our empire at the bottom of the deck. We are building our empire. Okay, we have the empire, the emperor, the empress, the emperor and the empress here at the bottom of the deck. We are building the divine feminine and masculine collective. This is what we have to look forward to. This is what we don't see coming, with the high priestess underneath that, with The Five of Crystals, I love that. With the High Priestess and the Five, things are changing. Things are changing. The High Priestess is wisdom, learning from your mistakes, taking all of your experiences to tap into your divine power as Empress and Emperor. It is time, as starseeds, that we tap into our divinity and build the empire that we are meant for. And look what Spirit says. We are meant for 10 of Cups and Ace of Wands. Look at this. That is a beautiful, happily ever after, wish fulfillment, emotional, the utmost emotional fulfillment with your soul tribe, with your soul fam, with your divine connection, your divine counterpart, with yourself, with divine itself. You are coming into, Spirit says, all of the happiness and abundance your heart could ever fathom, because there is a new energy moving across the land through divine inheritance, is what I'm hearing. Divine inheritance, not in, I thought I was going to say intervention, but divine inheritance. And look, with that, following, trusting your intuition, you have the Four of Wands and the Moon. Follow your intuition, because this union is coming within. The union energy is here. Listen to, tap into the union energy within you. Trust your intuition. Look at this full moon. We have so many full moons here to awaken us, to recognize that we are already we are already in union energy. Just, and that's union energy with your highest, purest, mature, authentic, conscious love vibration. And you are recognizing that. You are awakening. Spirit says this is divinely orchestrated for you. And I have to say, here at the bottom, more of what Spirit was trying to say is be protective, be cautious, protect your energy, protect your light, protect the depths of your passion. Meaning, don't go around telling your story to everybody. You don't need to. You don't need to hear people's validation. You don't need to hear what other people have to say to validate your story. And you don't need other people's responses or opinions to be your answer. Because all it's going to do is it's going to completely confuse you, because you're going to be hearing, and these are opinions and feedback that may mean well, but at the same time, they have their own, not necessarily agenda, but they have essentially their own agenda. They have their own contracts. They have their own energies. They have their own past and history and karma, and all of that energy goes into whatever kind of validation or feedback that they give or advice. But look here, contracts are ending with the Hierophant and the Three of Swords. Contracts with third party, karmic ties, that can be soul contracts with generational karmic cycles. That could be actual with the Hierophant, traditional contracts being ended with it could be a job, it could be workmates, it could be anything, a house, any kind of legal kind of ending with something that was preventing you from being able to really step into the contract within yourself, the contract within your actual soul's mission. All of this is a part of your soul's mission, but sometimes free will, as well as what our soul needs to clear, like the third party energy, like the heart, toxic cycles, like the generational, in curses that need to complete. Those contracts are coming to an end, because this light is in your hands now. and you're on mission. You're on mission, and it's in perfect harmony. Because look at what the collective says. The collective has the judgment. Look at that. Saturn is in alignment with the shadow and the light, the dark and the light, the yin and the yang, the feminine and the masculine. And this judgment day is creating this judgment energy of really kind of awakening who and what we are on mission to do, is causing ego death. It's causing, look at the moon cycles, these moon cycles that we've had since the full moon in Libra. I'm hearing, especially the new moon in Aries with the solar eclipse. But the new moon in Libra was the lunar eclipse, right? The Four of Cups. This ego death is causing us to really reflect on what it is as a collective that we want to show up as, what we want to choose moving forward. Do we want that divine fourth cup that's staring right at us if we just looked and shifted our perspective instead of focusing on the three other cups in front of us? Do we want to find balance in our emotions, harmony? We have to see within our third eye in order to recognize that. We have to see within our, walk by faith and not by sight. But in order to do that, in order to walk by faith, we have to let the ego attachment of what we think we have to have in order to be happy or satisfied. We have to release what we think, who we think we have to be on this earthly human plane. We have to release and let our human die, our human ego die, so that our spiritual energy can come through, so that the union that it is that we desire. Look, the collective came through. And like I told you, I pulled from left to right, so the collective came through with this Four of Wands, this 1111 gates to heaven, this union energy of stability, right? Grounding. This ego death is making us reflect on what it is that we truly want. And what we truly want is to come together with our soul tribe, is to come together in union, harmony with our divine counterparts, with ourself, with God, with spirit, so that we can live our life in a stable, harmonious, secure. We are building security. This is what we are reflecting on. This is what we are having to kill the ego in order to birth and awaken what is for us. And what I love is that the way that the cards lined up is that the Four of Wands came out for both spirit and the collective, which was confirmation, because the Four of Wands came out after the collective expressed its desire. I saw 1333 on the clock. So divine is with us, shifting us into this harmonious union. And it's not just union with our divine love, but it's union in divine love within ourself, within our career, our bliss work, within our family, within our friends, our soul tribe. And it doesn't mean our everything is going to be hunky-dory and perfect and rainbows, but what it means is that we are awakening. I love how these are like different directions, because ultimately we are ascending. 1111 is the ascension, and it's interesting that these are horizontal and these are diagonal as opposed to vertical, the way that typically you would see the wands. So we are shifting, our energies from going from far left to far right, I guess I'm hearing, in the sense we're recognizing that there is, look at this, there is a gray area in between. You can have your truest desires. You can come into union, and it doesn't have to be all or nothing. It doesn't have to be, this or that. It doesn't have to be either or. It can be all. It can be both, is what I'm hearing. And all you have to do is shift your focus, shift your alignment. Sorry, that's making a shift. And look at the masculine here, because the masculine energy is in a space of returning back to what is emotionally fulfilling. The Eight of Cups is the walking away card, right? And you see how the moon is in its cycle. You see how the moon is in its crescent as well as the full. So again, this is in between the lunar cycles, which were always in between new lunar cycles. But right now we're shifting. We are waxing on into a full moon in Scorpio, which is the depths. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, the planet of death and resurrection, death and construction, death and reconstruction. Scorpio is the planet, is the sign that makes you reflect on the most important things and that are the most toxic and detrimental in your life, right? The Eight of Cups is him walking away from the Seven of Cups, the seven cups of sin. And he is returning, walking away from what is no longer serving his highest, greatest being, because he is stepping into his divine, beautiful power. He's walking away to return to his fulfillment, independent fulfillment. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles is independence, is, you could say that's the card of being single, but it's being free. It's being blessed with your freedom, because you're walking away from what is no longer serving you emotionally. 8, 9, so you can walk into your own financial fulfillment, independence, I'm hearing. Right? Releasing the codependency. That's part of that ego death, right? And I think it's beautiful. And I also love that I see it too as, this masculine energy is also recognizing recognizing the beautiful feminine energy that is also moving into her independence, releasing that codependency. But again, we all carry masculine and feminine energy within us. So see it as it resonates within yourself, and then see it with your divine collective counterpart if you choose. The feminine here is in her power. Look at her. She is Queen of Wands. That is very secure. Very, very secure in who she is becoming. She is reflecting. I love this Queen of Wands card, because look at her journaling. What I thought was hilarious is that I was pulling these cards as I was journaling last night with the cat, of course, with Tony always running around. And I think that it's hilarious that she is sitting here on this rock, right? This is her rock, right? It is stable, it is secure, it's not going anywhere. She's got this cat protecting her, giving her those beautiful, intuitive, protective energies that a cat gives. As they purr, they heal. She's journaling, reflecting on her life, and not just reflecting on her life, but she is telling her story. With the pen of passion, the wands is passion, the wands is action. She's literally writing her book right now. And she's saying, you know what? Only I get to determine my story. Only I get to tell my story. I might share my story with others, but at the end of the day, it is my story that I am manifesting. There's a lot of fives underneath these other decks, underneath the bottom of the decks. Change. Right? Shifting, creating, setting boundaries, allowing yourself to release from the old so that you can move into the new. 5 is the halfway mark. And we already know that Spirit says we're on our way to the 10 of Cups. So we're halfway there. What we do not see at the bottom of the deck of the Divine Feminine is the Magician. She is manifesting her story. She is manifesting her life. She is manifesting exactly what her heart and her passion, her bliss, her heart. Look, remember, Lemuria has our heart chakra wide open, unfurling back to love and into ecstatic bliss. That is her bliss work right now. She's manifesting her bliss work. And look, she's standing on top of this book, looking like Hermione with her wand. She's using all of her tools that she has, that she knows she has. And she is recognizing and she's putting that into action by creating her own story, finishing her own story, rewriting her own story is what I'm hearing. So, beautiful. I'm going to go because I got to get to work, but also we're about to get some background noise. But I love that, and I hope that this was really powerful as it was for me. 2112, I hear. So, you are mirroring your divine highest timeline. You are becoming the best version of yourself, and you are preparing yourself to succeed. There is no one like you. So just remember that today. Okay? You're beautiful. I love this. I love this for you. I love this for us. I'm glad I was able to share this. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can email me at femrems811@gmail.com. And until next time, namaste, peace and love. Bye.